सर बचपन से सर,
बचपन से मतलब जब इनका कितना था साल?
2-3 साल का और सर उसका पैर ये खींचने लगा सर धीरे धीरे से।
2-3 साल से लग गया ऐसे। उसके बाद आपने कुछ इलाज करा? काफ़ी डॉक्टर्स को तो दिखाए होंगे आपने, क्या बोले?
बड़ा होने पर दिखाया सर हम लोग यहाँ बिलासपुर में।
हाँ
तो वो बोले कि ये इसका तो वो नहीं है।
हाँ, नहीं हो पाएगा बोला था। ठीक है, तो देखो हो पाएगा, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं हो पाएगा, हम आपको सही कर देंगे। इसके लिए आपको जॉइंट में सर्जरी करना पड़ेगा, और ये हड्डी है, हड्डी में सर्जरी करके मुंह खोल देंगे, ठीक है ना। तो वी हैव दिस 18-year-old बॉय, यू सी हिज प्रॉब्लम इज ही इज़ नॉट एबल टू ओपन हिज माउथ। मुंह खोलिए आप अच्छी तरह से, वहाँ देखिए अच्छी तरह से, इतना सी इज गॉट नील माउथ ओपनिंग। This is a condition called temporomandibular joint ankylosis, which means the joint that starts here is fused to the skull. And you know, the problem is on his right side, and because he's having the midline shifted towards the right, this side of the mandible has grown normally, and this one has not grown. That's why it's very short with a short ramus. I can see the notching here. You can see that notching. All these are indicative of the fact that he's got a severe bony ankylosis. So what we're going to do usually is a functional aspect. You can also distract the lower jaw and then release it. But then the more effective way is also to do a pseudo joint by opening up the temporal region, and also by getting the temporalis muscle inside. We can interposition that with the joint and do some extended genioplasty to basically give him much fuller, much proportional face, and all the same time give him the most important function of able to open his mouth, chew and eat. तो मैं क्या बता रहा था इनको कि आपको ऑपरेशन के बाद ये मुंह खुल जाएगा, आपको 7 से 10 दिन यहाँ रहना पड़ेगा, और उसके बाद इनका फेस जो है काफ़ी मतलब टेढ़ा है, वो भी टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट काफ़ी कुछ सही होगा। एकदम बराबर तो नहीं हो पाएगा, एकदम आपको बराबर चाहिए तो फिर डिस्ट्रैक्शन करना पड़ेगा फर्स्ट, फिर मुंह नहीं खुलेगा, तो फिर 2 ऑपरेशन हो जाएगा वो एक ही ऑपरेशन में, क्योंकि आप काफ़ी दूर से आए तो मुंह भी खुल जाएगा और फेस इससे काफ़ी अच्छा होगा। 100% मतलब यानी नॉर्मल नहीं हो पाएगा, लेकिन मुंह खुल पाएगा अच्छी तरह से, खाना खा पाएंगे ये, तो मेन है अभी ये उम्र में। और अगर बाद में ये चाहते हैं तो फिर एक और बार भी अगर आप चाहते हो तो 2, 4, 5, 6 साल के बाद कर सकते हैं आप, समझ रहे हैं ना। कुछ डाउट है आपको? कुछ डाउट नहीं है? डर नहीं है? चलो फिर आपका स्कैन मैं दिखाता हूँ। तुषार, so we're going to show you his scan here. There you go. So this is his normal joint, which is his left side, and then you see here it's all fused. I'm going to show you in the cut section now. We're going to see how much the fusion is. What is the size of the ankylotic mass? That's important for us to know, because I can plan my surgery. Keep looking at this space, and as long as there's a gap, so this is the part of the skull, and then this is the part of the lower jaw. Once there's no gap between, you see that it's slowly reducing, and now it's fused. So now this is how it should be, or it should have been like this, wherein you see a joint space, you see the lower jaw in the cut section, but here you're seeing a big mass. All right, I'm going to show you the dimensions of this mask now, of this mass. So it's a pretty large one, as you can see. It's 38 millimeters in one dimension, and let's see what it is in the other. It's about 33 or 31. So it's about 3 centimeters in one dimension and about 4 centimeters in the other, extending inside deep from here, from where his ear is. That's where the main issue is. So you see, It's not a small ankylotic mass, and there you see it becomes pretty normal now. That's the upper jaw and the sinus. That's the marking I did. I'm also going to show this to you on another view where you can very clearly appreciate the same marking that I've done. And this is the sagittal view now. So I'm going to try and show you the same marking. Yeah, there's the issue. So I'm going to mark again. Somehow the marking doesn't come from my earlier marking. Okay, so this is the length. The 22.76 is the length of the exact attachment of the bony ankylotic mass to the skull or the cranium. So that means I'll have to take off about a centimeter of bone, but for 22.7 millimeters. Then once the two things are separated, that is the upper part of the lower jaw and the cranium is separated, we put an interpositional material. Normally all of us have a joint. Joint consists of a disc. It's a soft tissue that moves between two bones. Now that soft tissue that he had originally is no longer there, and hence the two bony ends have stuck together, have got fused. So when we detach it, I got to put a soft tissue in between so he has a functional joint in the years to come. Yes, it's going to be a pseudo joint, it's going to be a new joint that we're creating, but I would use the muscle and the temporoparietal fascia to do that job. So hence we'll have to do an extended incision on the side of his skull to get the muscle and the fascia to put in between. This defect have to be removed, and that's how the surgeries are. We call that interpositional arthroplasty. So technical terms are, this is going to be a temporomandibular joint release with interpositional arthroplasty with temporoparietal facial flap and muscle, and a contralateral or the other side coronodotomy with an extended genioplasty. That's the scientific term for the technique that we're going to do for this guy. Thank you. Right, तो इनका